Theme 8 Materials and Solutions. Learning Outcome. Infer that the states of matter are interchangeable. Define solution, solute, and solvent. Distinguish between soluble and insoluble substances. Identify various methods of separation of solute from solvent. Explain the methods of sedimentation, filtration, and evaporation. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Differences between the three states of matter. There is a table here. Read it quickly now. I am giving you some time to read it. First read, then I'll read. Read in mind. So now I'll read. Solids. Particles are tightly packed. Liquids. Particles are loosely packed. Gases. Particles lie wide apart from each other. Solids have definite shape and definite volume. Liquids do not have definite shape. They take the shape of the container that they are poured into, and they have definite volume. Gases do not have definite shape and volume and can be compressed easily. Solids cannot flow. Liquids can. Gases, particles are in continuous motion and flow in all directions. Solids. Example: pen, ruler, and book are a few examples of solid. Water, juice, and ink are a few examples of liquid. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are a few examples of gases. So now, how does matter change its state? Matter can change its state due to various physical processes. Melting is the process by which solid changes into a liquid. Evaporation is the process in which liquid changes into a gas. Condensation is the process by which gas changes into liquid on cooling. Solidification is the process in which liquid changes into a solid. So now we're going on page number 94. Okay, so now let's read it. What is solute, solvent, and solution? Take a glass of water and add a teaspoon of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 2 teaspoons of lime juice in it. Stir it well. Add a few ice cubes to it. Stir it well again with a spoon to mix the ingredients. Your lemonade is ready to drink. What happens when you mix salt and sugar in water? Salt or sugar, when added to water, gets dissolved and make a solution. Salt plus water equal to salt solution. Sugar plus water equal to sugar solution. And the substance dissolves in another substance, generally liquid, they form a solution. The substance that dissolves is called solute. The substance in which solute dissolves is called solvent. Solute, sugar/salt. Solvent, water, equal to solution. Sugar/salt solution. How will you differentiate between soluble and insoluble substances? Take water in a container. Add a tablespoon of sugar in it. Stir it well. What do you observe? You will see that the sugar particles have disappeared. Where have the sugar particles gone? When we stir the mixture of sugar and water, the sugar particles break up into individual particles. These particles then fill the empty spaces between the water molecules. Thus, sugar dissolves in water to form a solution. Thus, the sugar is soluble in water. The volume of the solution remains the same as that of the water initially. Soluble substances are those that they dissolve in a solvent completely to form a solution. Particles of sand and chalk do not dissolve in water. They settle down at the bottom of the container. Thus, they are insoluble in water. Insoluble substances are those that do not dissolve completely in solvent. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are some gases that can dissolve in water. Carbon dioxide dissolved in soft drinks make them fizzy. Aquatic animals breathe in the oxygen dissolved in water. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water is used by aquatic animals to make food. Some liquids such as glycerine, alcohol and milk can dissolve in water. Such liquids that mix with each other completely are called miscible liquids. Some liquids do not mix with each other. Other liquids. Add a few drops of oil in a glass of water. Stir it well. You will see that these do not mix and the oil floats on top of water. Such liquids that do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. Oil, ghee, kerosene and petrol are few examples of immiscible liquids. What are the different methods of separation? Separating soluble substances. Soluble substances can be separated from a solution by evaporation. Let us understand the process of evaporation with the help of an activity. To separate salt from water, pour the solution into a shallow dish. Heat the water. This will increase rate of evaporation of water. Heat until all the water gets evaporated. When all the water has evaporated, salt is left behind in the dish. Seawater evaporates. Seawater evaporates in the same manner, using heat from the sun, leaving the salt behind. Separating insoluble substances. Insoluble substances can be removed by the processes of sedimentation, decantation, and filtration. Now, sedimentation. When a liquid containing insoluble impurities is left undisturbed, the impurities that are heavier than the liquid, such as small stones, will settle down at the bottom of the container. This process in which insoluble impurities settle down is called sedimentation. The impurities that settle down at the bottom are called the sediment. Decantation. After sedimentation, the liquid down at the top can be poured into another container without disturbing the sediments. This process of pouring out water after sedimentation is called decantation. Now, roundtable. Discuss how you would separate a mixture of salt, sand and water. Discuss various solutions in day-to-day life. Activity 1. Take muddy water in a glass. Stir and keep the glass undisturbed for some time. You will see that the mud sediment settles down at the bottom. There will be clear water on the top of the mud. After sedimentation, take another glass. Slowly pour the water from the first glass into it without disturbing the sediment. The water in the other glass will be pure and clear. Now, science and action. The kidneys are known as biological filters as they are responsible for filtering waste from our body. Kidneys are made up of about 1 million filtering units. The blood is filtered and essential molecules are reabsorbed into the blood. When the kidneys are not functioning properly, toxins stay in the blood rather than leaving the body through the urine. This can be called anemia. This can cause anemia, which leads to weakness and fatigue. Filtration. Insoluble substances can also be removed by passing the impure liquid through a thin cloth or a filter paper. This method is called filtration. In filtration, the liquid containing insoluble impurities is poured on the filter paper. The filter paper or cloth allows the liquid to pass through, but not the impurities. For instance, at home, filtration is carried out by tying a thin piece of cloth to the mouth of water taps to filter the water. Tea leaves are filtered through a stain using a strainer. In a laboratory, filtration is carried out by using a filter. When muddy water is passed through when muddy water is the thin cloth of filter paper. This was the filtration. The filter paper of cloth allows the liquid to pass through but not impurities. For instance, filtration is carried out by tying a thin piece of cloth to the mouth of water tap to filter the water. Tea leaves are filtered using a strainer. In a laboratory, filtration is carried out by using a filter paper. When muddy water is passed through the filter paper, only water can pass through while the insoluble impurities are left on the filter paper. जा रहा हूँ आओ जाओ नहीं तो मैं जाता हूँ चलो आदि चला रहा था The groundwater is mostly safe and fit for drinking as it passes through layers of soil which makes it pure. Walkthrough. Soluble substances. Soluble substances dissolve in a solvent completely. मतलब कि एक भी दाना नहीं बचता उसमें पानी में यदि डिसॉल्व करोगे तो can be separated from solution by evaporation. मतलब कि इनको गरम करोगे ना गरम करके रखोगे एक गैस पे एक थाली में तभी हो जाएगा. Evaporation. In this process, the solution is heated until the solvent evaporates completely, leaving behind the solute. Now, insoluble substances. They do not dissolve completely in solvent and be separated by sedimentation, decondition, and filtration. Sedimentation. Insoluble substances and insoluble impurities settle down. Decantation. Liquid at the top can be poured into another container after sedimentation. Filtration. Impure liquid is passed through a thin cloth or a filter paper. Now question and answer. Objective questions. Choose the correct answer. Anything which has mass and occupies space is called A. Matter, B. Solid, C. Liquid, D. Gas. मम्मा को बोल के ओके मैं पढ़ा ये आंसर है जे मैटर. So now thank you and have a nice day. Bye. This was the first part. We'll make the second part after some time. In that part we'll do the objectives and bye.